Welcome back, folks, to another Mail Right special, video special, where we try and educate you on the most best and up-to-date marketing trends and methods in the industry in 2024. In this particular video, we're going to be talking about Instagram. We'll be going through the basics, what you need to know if you're going to utilize Instagram to generate some leads for yourself in 2024. I've got my partner in crime, the co-founder of MailRight, Adam. Adam, would you like to quickly introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Adam Brown, and I'm a co-founder with Jonathan with MailRight, and I also have a marketing company called Explore Marketing, do videos, photos, social media, websites, and we complement each other really good on all the different topics and workshops that we do videos for, and as well as with the clients that we build systems for and get them integrated into the MailRight program. So yeah, we're here to help you be successful and grow your business.
That's great. So like I say, we're going to be talking about Instagram, and we've got about 10 points that we think you need to know if you're looking to utilize Instagram in 2024 to get some real leads. The great news is most real estate agents aren't utilizing Instagram. Like I say, at MailRight, we really specialize in Facebook, Instagram adverts, with emphasis of utilizing video to make those adverts more effective. Now, I think there's two things I want to point out before we go into the main points. I'm going to really whack these out as quickly as possible, folks, because we know that you're busy. Is that Instagram, I would say it has a dominance of people below 30, and those about below 30 and above. I think it has a more preference with women. Not totally though. There are some other social media platforms that are dominated a lot more by a women's audience, but I think the research I've done, about 40% of male users to about 60 to 65% are women. So it could be 35 to 40 for men, 60 to 65 women. First of all, Adam, do you think it's a younger crowd to some extent? But I say that I think that there's the slightly older crowd are using it, but they're more women. But I'm not sure if you agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends, right? If you are kind of focusing more on women, hopefully that is what your audience is. I would say in general, there's more, but not always, and that's where I would like, and we'll talk about this a little bit too in the video, is you look at your analytics and who are you reaching, what are the ages that you're reaching, and then you can kind of be strategic about reaching the other age groups and demographics and genders and things like that. So
right. So number one is create a business profile. I see this as a really similar thing to Facebook. Facebook owns Instagram. They're separate divisions though under Meta. But it's a similar scenario, is that it's just going to be easier if you to run more effective campaigns, especially if you're going to mix it up with paid advertisement, that you set it up initially as a business profile. And I think Instagram gives you some extra tools and some extra functionality if you do set it up as a business profile. What's your thoughts about this, Adam?
yeah, having a business profile, you basically have, two options, a business profile or a creator profile. Most, I would say, would fit into the business profile category. If you're kind of looking to be, I don't know the right words, but maybe like trendy or more of an influencer as a real estate agent or a real estate broker, you might want to consider the creator profile. They do have a couple different options, couple different advantages, but then there's also some disadvantages on each of them too. So we can go into that now, or we can actually go into it on another.
I think we need to go
workshop.
into the other one.
Yeah.
Or you can book a chat with me and Adam, and we can go into that. You can
Yeah.
book that free chat by going to the Mailrite website, folks.
Yeah.
So look at, there are some provisos, there are different types of account, but in generally, we would recommend that you set up a business profile. Number
Yeah.
two, hashtags. I think this is really important. It's a really important if you want your posts to be found, because I think it's a similar scenario to if you're utilizing X, formerly known as Twitter. So what's your thoughts about hashtags and why they're important in the world of Instagram, Adam?
Yeah, hashtags, it's a little bit of a debatable topic, the last few months. And it's one of the reasons because one of the higher ups at Instagram said they're going to be doing away with them. And yet some accounts have seen the negative impact of that and some haven't. They're a great way to add keywords to your post in the description. You can also add them onto like the text overlay when you're creating reels and stories. You can also use them and like write out the text onto your screen, but then hide those as well. It's a little bit of a pro tip, a little trick, so that it's not too noisy of a post that you're creating. But they're still beneficial from what I've seen and from the clients that we have. And you really want to use keywords. They're also looking for hashtags that relate to the content that you're creating. So does it go along with the imagery or the video that you're posting about? If you're doing real estate, like what we're talking about, are you using not just the big popular hashtags, but also use like niche hashtags, so smaller ones that don't get quite as many views. And there's also some really good tools you can use that can help you find, effective hashtags that we can add into the show notes later for you to check out too. But they're still useful, they're still effective. And generally, I would say like do 3 to 5 and put them at the very bottom of your post, so it keeps your post and your description super clean. You don't need to put them in the comments. That was like, 1990s. Just kidding. That was like last year, maybe, when people were doing that, but I still see it. So it's not necessary to put it in the comments and replies and stuff. So yeah, continue to use them. Just keep it clean, keep it short, sweet, and powerful, and use keywords that go along with your content, and you should be good to go.
So I think a lot of people were hashtag cramming, as I call it. Is that one of the
like
reasons?
30 hashtags.
Yeah. Is that one of the reasons why they're thinking of maybe getting rid of them?
Yeah, and they use the word noise, and it creates more noise, which makes it a less healthy user experience. They want people to be happy and stay on their app. And so by saying, hey, we're not going to give any weight to this in our algorithm anymore, or maybe even a negative factor when you use too many, I think it made people listen up and try to be more strategic and intentional with the hashtags that they're using and how many they're using too.
Right. Let's go on to number 3, geotag your posts. Well, I didn't know that because you know more about Instagram than me. You're in our partnership. But I thought maybe, because it's a very visual medium, and I thought it's similar to when you're setting up your Google local business area, that you should upload images, and you should upload them using your phone, and they'll be all with the location that you're doing business in, because Google knows. I presumed it was a similar scenario. If you're a real estate agent in a particular area, when you upload your images, that Instagram knows that you're uploading from that area. But I don't know if you could add geotagging to afterwards. So I don't know. So what's all this about then, Adam?
Yeah, so what I would consider it is, it's going to be on pictures that you take, if you have that setting on your phone, which most of the photos and stuff you're taking are probably going to be from your phone or videos. So that's going to have some information on it about the location you took it at. The other thing is you can add the location to your post. So I'm in Bend, Oregon. So if I'm talking about a real estate listing video of a client's and I want to tag Bend, Oregon in it as the location, or add the location as Bend, Oregon, what happens is a lot of times that will end up on like the Bend story. And so people that follow, that will see that in their feed, and you get more reach, hopefully more engagement, more followers by doing that too. So always add the location. And generally, like, you're not going to add the address, you're going to add more the area. Or if you're at a specific, if you're at a park or, a certain building that's well known, you can usually add those locations in there. And it is really helpful actually to your post.
Right, number four, I've kind of put the obvious here: post image and videos of properties you
Yeah.
sell. Well, I think that's pretty obvious, folks. So I think we skipped that one. Let's
Yeah.
go on to number five. What is the difference? I always get this mixed up myself. How would you, the different main differences, how a real estate agent can utilize reels and stories? What does a real estate agent really need to know? They are both video heavy, but what in your own mind is the difference how a real estate agent should use reels or stories?
Yeah, you can use static images. Usually if you're doing that, you want to make it more of a carousel type, which is helpful, but reels are still getting the most reach, or kind of the most effective, and then stories also. And really you want to be consistent. If you could post every day or 4 or 5 times a week, but I also tell people, and I know you do, is like, you need to do a few things and do them well. So if you say you're going to post 7 days a week and it's overwhelming, and then you're just not posting because you're overwhelmed, pick a number you feel like you can reach, like 3 or 4 a week, and kind of build from there. And as you see successes, you'll want to keep doing more. So the main difference between the reels and the stories is the reels will actually stay on your profile. Granted, you can delete them or you can hide them as well, but they're going to stay on your profile indefinitely unless you do that. And stories basically disappear after 24 hours. So one thing you can do to try to get a few more views on your reels is, after you share your reel, you can hit the little airplane message and then add your reel as a story to your account, so people will also see that on your account. And usually that'll generate some more reach and views on your reel as well. So definitely look into that. Both are effective. Even on Facebook, you can do reels and stuff. They turn your posts into reels on Facebook and on Instagram. So I still say post because it kind of summarizes all those things, but really when you're posting on Instagram, you're creating a reel now. So
Oh,
you
right,
know yeah.
right. Um, Go live. I presume this is similar to if you go live on YouTube. And I know YouTube and some of the other social platforms are really putting you or promoting your video a lot more if you're doing a live video. And I presume they're doing that because it's one of the few ways that AI can be removed from the calculation at the present moment. It's definitely you doing it because you're doing
Yeah.
it live. Is that the
Yeah.
same? So is the Instagram pushing it a bit? Showing if it's a live video, do they show it to more people when it's a live video? And is it something you recommend?
So I think it doesn't get the power that it used to get.
Oh, right.
One is because a lot of people don't do it, but the people that are doing it and doing it well are seeing good results from it. It's hard to go live. Your camera's more shaky, so if you're gonna go live, make sure your camera's on a tripod, or have some kind of a gimbal, or at least a selfie stick at the very least, so it can be smoother and not look all like just unprofessional looking,
And the
right? So,
sound, you need to sort out your
and the
sound.
sound, yeah. If it's super windy, you might want to reconsider or bring it indoors instead. And Yeah, but same thing. You can like add the location, you can put a description of what you're going live about, and then it'll send it out, to your followers. Granted, not every single one of your followers is going to see it, and very few of them, especially when you're starting, are going to get on the live stream. But it is still good to do. Like these platforms like when you use the tools that they're providing you. So I wouldn't make every post a live stream, but like try to do one, one or two a month maybe, and also give people a heads up. You can create a post that says, "Hey, I'm going to be going live tomorrow at 3:30. Would love to have you on. Just going to be a couple minutes, and I'm going to show you this beautiful new bridge that was built to get us over the river," or whatever the situation is. So you can kind of highlight. And like Jonathan and I always preach and share is you're trying to be the digital mayor. So if you're taking steps that are kind of scary, like live streaming is scary for most people, then people see that and they're like, wow, this, they're kind of brave and courageous and they're going for it and they're showing us the area and houses and stuff. So definitely use it, but be patient with it and let it build over time.
Yeah, I think the main thing is I think doing it once a month isn't going to push it, but you're going to have to do it more regular. But the problem is, folks, it's best if you could do it roughly around the same time, the same day. But you're probably, if you're going to go down this route, this is just my opinion, is that you're probably going to have to do it like once a week and try and do it around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the industry and the type of industry that you're involved in, folks, I know that that can be difficult. But if you just get some basic equipment, you can do it in your car, you can do it at home, you can show home off and just talk about where what's going on in your local area when it comes to real estate. It can be a powerful thing.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
It's just, I'm going to finish it off with the adverts. We got slightly longer, but I don't want this video to go on to too long. But let's
Yeah.
go on to the last thing, which is Instagram ads. What are a
Mm-hmm.
couple, one or two things people got to know about doing adverts on Instagram that you like to point out, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, definitely like when you're doing ads, you can do the basic boost, which I call those just fluff, right? They're just going to give you some reach and get you in front of some people, but you can be more intentional, and drive the ads to get more traffic to a website, for instance, or if you want to do like brand awareness, or if you want to do lead generation, and create some forms that people can fill out that will get you information for them. So, kind of the more technical you get with your ads, the more difficult it is to get the leads, but also the more effective the leads you're getting are going to be. They're going to be warmer leads versus just getting a bunch of people clicking. So I think they're all necessary because you want brand awareness. You want people to see your ads. You want them to see your posts. Your ads are also related to your regular organic posts that you're creating. So if you're only doing one post a month and then you're doing ads, you're going to get a lot better results when you're doing, 5, 10, 20 posts a month and then also doing ads. So keep that in mind. They want you on their app. They want people on their app and provide resourceful content that's helpful to people. You want people to click, you want people to save. Like saving posts is a big deal right now with the algorithms. I was just reading about this yesterday. So when you get people not just to click and give you a heart, but also like share it, send it to friends, message, and then save your post for later, that's has a lot of weight right now with the algorithm. So yeah, ads are good to do. And if you need help, we have a program that's part of the MailRite system and can walk you through that. We can explain more about it if you want to just, look up mail-right.com. And Jonathan, I can get on a call and walk you through some plans and some options that will help you grow your business.
Yeah, we do 3 month, 6 month, 1 year contracts, folks.
Yeah.
Um, the longer you sign a contract, the better the price, folks. Or our platform allows you to do this yourself. and we can quickly walk you through that. Just to finish off, Threads, that launched, I don't know, it was over a year ago, wasn't it, or less than that? But it seems an eternity.
What's Threads? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's the thing. They pushed it hard. They all, if you had Instagram or phone, you automatically had a Threads account. They said it was going to wipe X, formerly known as Twitter, off the face. Hasn't seemed to have happened, but do you think it's really kind of quasi dying? Because I think one of the things, I was listening to a couple of podcasts and they were talking about Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, and they were talking about some of the alternatives, and they also talked about Thread, and they said one of the things about Thread is Thread doesn't allow any politics to be really, they clamp down quite hard on quite a few topics, and that's understandable. But if you remove so many topics, there's really nothing to talk about.
It's like, what's the point of it?
Yeah,
right?
So it's a contradiction. Is that one of the factors that's hurt it a bit, in your opinion?
Yeah, and I just think they like when it was coming out, it's like, this is the latest text-based conversation app that's taking social media over, right? And I mean, honestly, people might have an account or accounts, but really, like, actually, I want to know, like, anyone that's listening to this, are you really using your Threads account or not? I don't, and my clients don't. So, maybe we reflect a lot of people out there, maybe we don't, but I just don't think it did what they were hoping it was going to do. Maybe it'll take time, who knows, but I think
they're betting on Mr. Musk really taking Twitter down. But then it's a similar thing that you got another platform called Mastodon. That's really techy, and I think there's another one called Blue Tick or something. But none of these have got really a lot of traction. They've got their user base. So I think we're going to wrap it up now, folks. I think if you're interested in this, like I say, we can show you we offer a DIY solution through the MailRite system, and it offers a lot more. But or we can run these campaigns for you. If that's of interest, just go to the mail-right.com website, and you can phone me up or phone us up, or you can book a quick Zoom, and we'll just discuss how we can help you. We're going to be back probably next week with another topic. Give us some feedback. He's got effects now.
What happened to my screen?
Yeah, that's Zoom for you. So if you like these videos, hit that bell and subscribe to the channel, because that's the biggest way to encourage us to keep making these videos. We'll see you soon, folks. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.